Building a brand for your Amazon business is vital if you want to succeed. And I mean, like it's imperative you do this. Before I tell you why, and before I tell you how to build a brand, it's going to be a really exciting video. So don't forget to click the like button. It takes you 3 seconds or 2 seconds or even 1 second. You could have liked it by now. Literally, it means so much. It helps me so much. It gets me many, many more views, which in turn makes it more worth it for me to actually make these videos, because I don't really get paid for these videos. I kind of just do it. And the only way it really makes it worth it for me is if I'm getting views, people are actually seeing my content. So please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, then definitely subscribe, because the content is only getting better. And let me get right into it. So I've got my laptop here with all the information that I'm going to tell you about, just because it's this way I don't miss anything out, and it's a more structured video, which makes it easier for you to listen to. And yeah, I'm ready to get right into it. So building a brand, let me just name a few benefits. You can sell a product for more. You can eventually sell the company. You'll be able to build some brand loyalty. You'll be able to do word of mouth marketing. That's just a few, okay? That is just a few. Now I'm gonna go into it a bit more. So the reason you can sell a product for more if you have a brand name behind it is because people will pay for a brand name, especially a brand name that they know. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, okay, so be it. I can make a brand name, but no one's gonna have heard of it. That is true. No one will have heard of it, but that is when marketing comes into play. And if you have a brand name, you have something to market. If you don't have a brand name, you can't really market it at all. You just have a one-hit wonder product. But as soon as you bring a brand name product into it, you can market it with word of mouth marketing, Facebook advertising, Instagram influence marketing. There's so many ways to market it to a point where you can dictate price because of your brand. So if you have a backpack and you have, like Nike, right? Nike can sell their backpacks for a lot more than you or I can sell our backpacks for, because they've spent millions and millions building up their brand name. I'm not saying you'd have to spend millions and millions building up your brand name, but what I'm saying is having a brand name adds a lot of value, right? You can eventually sell the company for much more, as you'll be selling the name. This is huge. If you have one product on Amazon, and all this information is based around Amazon, but if you have one product on Amazon, or even 3 or 4 products on Amazon, but they're just random products, no brand name associated to them, you're just getting good sales. When it comes to you wanting to sell the business, you're gonna struggle a bit more than if you had a brand to sell, because when someone comes and approaches you to buy your business, they would like to buy your brand name, because your brand name is who your customers are loyal to. They're loyal to your brand name, they know you, and the world knows your brand name. The world doesn't know one-hit wonder products. If you can name me a single brand under a fidget spinner, then I'll be incredibly impressed. But the truth is, the fidget spinners was a one-hit wonder product, and no one branded it. It wasn't necessary, because it was never gonna have long-term success. So rather than sell a product and just sell it for what it is, sell a brand and sell products underneath that brand. And that way, when you do eventually come to sell it, you'll be able to sell that company because of the brand, which will get you so much more money than if you just sold a few products. Building brand loyalty. So this is what I'd be talking about the whole video, kind of. Building brand loyalty is just literally, you won't be able to do that with a one-hit wonder product, but building brand loyalty will allow you to really offer as much as you can in terms of customer service and the product value to that customer, so that they love your product and they love you as a brand. And the more they love you, the more they'll shout about you, the more they'll tell their friends about you, the more they'll share your story, the more they'll try and get you sales for you. Have you ever had something where you liked it so much you tried to convince someone else to buy it as well? Look at that. By you convincing someone else to buy another brand's product, you literally just got them a sale for them. And that is literally what we want to do here. We want to build a brand to a point where we have such good customer loyalty that they will shout about us to everyone and try and get us as many sales as possible. For example, with something like I have, my brother has Peak Design camera straps, and he was telling me how amazing they are and I should go and buy them. And lo and behold, I went and bought a camera strap and a camera thing and a whole bunch of Peak Design accessories, because of how amazing he said it was and because how much I liked it. And now I've told many people to go and do it. The same with a company like Stance, you know, the socks Stance. So my brother used to have, he has Stance socks. I liked how cool they looked. He told me how comfortable they were. I went and bought one pair and now I've got 20 pairs. and they're expensive, really expensive. It just goes to show you what brand loyalty can do, especially if you care about your brand and you make it as premium as possible. And now this is all based on what I'm talking about, word of mouth marketing, which will just get you thousands more in terms of money and revenue and profit, just because it never ends. It's exponential. Someone telling a friend, telling a friend, telling a friend. It can go on forever and ever. I've told so many people about these socks, and I know so many people who have bought socks because I've had them, and it just goes on forever, really. So this whole idea of building a brand isn't about building one-hit wonder products. It's about building a legitimate business that not only can you sell, but you can even get yourself into shops. You can get yourself into magazines. You can get yourself into newspapers. You can get yourself on TV. No one is going to advertise, or no one's going to make press releases about a one-hit wonder product, but they will about brand. Okay, you'll be able to have a story behind your brand. No one really has a story about a one-hit wonder product. So, have I convinced you yet? Have I convinced you that making a brand is vital to succeed on Amazon, or in terms of just having a product business? I really, really hope I have. And now I'm going to tell you how you can build a brand. So, to be honest, you can literally start with a simple Facebook page or an Instagram page. It's as easy as that. It all starts from just social media, especially nowadays. In the olden days, it didn't really used to start from social media, but nowadays it starts from social media. So get a Facebook page, an Instagram page, start writing a blog, get some press releases out there, contact people to do guest blogging, maybe even get it in the papers, or have a slot on TV for an ad. Literally, that is how it starts. Get influencers on Instagram to advertise it, send out some products to potential influencers. There's so many ways to start building your brand. Look at companies like Peak Performance, Douchebag. Douchebag is super cool, by the way. They're a bag company, and I absolutely love them. They are incredible examples of like a small dog company coming way up the ranks and making awesome products and building a ridiculously good brand, and literally doing it through Instagram, through YouTube. These are incredible ways to build a brand nowadays. And in 2019, when you've got all these social media channels at your leverage, there's no reason why you can't build a brand. In fact, you could just launch on Indiegogo or Kickstarter and go from there, and literally it will just snowball. But 100% start building a brand. Now, for example, I'm just going to give you 2 examples to end this video, because this video is just me trying to convince you of how amazing it is to build a brand. But I'm going to give you 2 examples, of Rolex, and one that I already said was Nike. What would their products be without the name? What would Rolex be without the name Rolex? It would just be a watch. It would not be worth what it is. And what would Nike be without the brand Nike? It would just be sportswear, right? It wouldn't have its price. It wouldn't have anything. It wouldn't have its history. It wouldn't have any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I really hope at this point you've realized how important brand is. And if you're not focusing on branding, you should really, really focus on branding. And if you want to have some sort of, if you want to do like a coaching session with me, or you want to talk about how you can brand your current products, then send me an email or let me know in the comments down below. I'll happily talk to you about it. I'm sure whatever product you have, we can create a really cool name, a really cool logo, and start branding straight away. And that is pretty much it for this video. I hope I convinced you. If you like this video, then definitely hit the thumbs up button. Give it a like. It means so much. Like I said, it takes a couple of seconds and it gets me so many more views. And thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.